Congratulations on this amazing action-packed sequel. 90 minutes of non-stop adrenaline and action. Chris, how did you prepare for such a physically and mentally demanding role?
Just, you know, I was excited, and there was a huge amount of preparation. We started talking about this film even during the shooting of the first film, about the potential and what it could be. I knew the stunts were going to be elevated and action-packed. It's what Sam does better than anybody on the planet. But what was really exciting was the emotional component and the integration of understanding what makes this character tick. You know, we only really touched upon the emotional backstory and what this individual was carrying in the first film in one or two scenes. So to dive into that in a much deeper way, understand the past, the trauma, the guilt, the shame, everything he's trying to bury beneath this tough exterior, and strip that apart really helps resonate with the action. I think the two complement each other.
Totally. You get it all in this. You've been a stunt coordinator on a few films, including Avengers.
Yes.
Is it impressive how many stunts that Chris chooses to do himself and without green screens?
For sure. It makes my job easy as a director, because then I don't have to frame in such a way as to hide a stunt double or use, quick cuts. And the nature of what we're trying to do, this immersive style of action filmmaking with these long extended takes, and we have one camera, it really has to be him, because he's Tyler Rake and we want to see our character doing as much as possible. Now, sure, there's times when it's like you're not seeing his face, or it might be something that's there's no reason to get the bumps and bruises because it's such a long thing, we might throw in a double if we can. But 95% of this movie is Chris Hemsworth putting himself out there for the audiences, like standing on the top of a moving train at 50 miles an hour with a helicopter 20 feet from his face, lighting him on fire and punching stunt performers in the face. I mean, the guy does it all, and there's no challenge that we came up with during the course of filming that he wasn't ready to tackle.
Absolutely. I know you're very committed to all the things. I want to ask you about two of those stunts you just mentioned. Yeah. First, doing a fighting sequence while being lit on fire. How did you pull that off? Not once, but like 7 or 8 times?
You just have to trust that all the safety measures had been put in place to ensure that I wasn't going to be burnt to a crisp, But it was cool. I remember the first time I did it, thinking, "Okay, awesome." Then it lit me, and immediately my arm went. And I was like, "Whoa, what are we doing?" And action, and I'm punching and kicking and throwing. And by the end of the take, the instructions I was given was, if it hadn't gone out, just to start patting myself out. But it was something I hadn't seen on screen before, a flaming fist outside of, say, a superhero film. Mm-hmm. So it was worth it.
And also you have a stunt, you're on a 50-mile-per-hour moving train, and you have a helicopter flying backwards at you. Is it true that that was the one that scared you the most, and how did you overcome that fear?
Yeah, I'm not scared to the point where I didn't want to do it, just the healthy amount of, okay, this is a crazy thing I'm doing, but coupled with the excitement and the passion, because it's, again, like Sam said, it's all in camera, and I thought this is going to look so cool if we can pull this off, and Sam's in the middle of it with the camera, kind of filming it all, and when you're immersed in the experience so much, there's no acting required at that point. It is spontaneous, and it's real and truthful, and gives it a look and an authenticity that you can't recreate on a green screen.
Totally.
So it was scary but fun.
Couldn't agree more. I hear your biggest fans came to set. Are your kids as fearless as you?
Oh, they're more like kind of the whatever genetic programming that is inbuilt in us to keep us alive. My kids don't seem to have, and so it's terrifying. But again, their athletic ability is insane, and they just they're not real good at sitting still. So they're mountain bike riding, they're surfing, they're skating, they're skiing, snowboard, all that. And it's so cool because they're 9 years old now, my boys, my daughter's 11, and just to be able to do activities with them now and actually try and keep up is the fun.
Totally. I want to show you this amazing clip. I think you're going to love this. This is Steve Irwin's son, Robert Irwin.
We want to play you in a movie. it'd have to be a Hemsworth, wouldn't it? It'd have to be a Hemsworth. Hemsworth's an incredible group of people, and if they played me in a film, I think that would be the most flattering thing that could ever happen.
Oh, that's awesome.
Robert
I'd be
Irwin
honored.
wants you.
I'd be honored.
You think it should be you over Liam or Luke?
Either of us. Whoever he says.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
Before we go, you're not the only action star in the family. Elsa, your wife, and you recently said that you wouldn't be where you are without your wife and her support and commitment. How has your love grown stronger over all these years together?
Yeah, look, the more experiences you have and the more you go through, strengthens that bond. 3 kids now, traveled a lot with both our careers over the years and supported one another. And so to have, a true friend and a partner in all of these experiences is absolutely essential, and I feel very lucky and fortunate, yeah.
I think we got some 3 future action stars in the making as well.
Yeah, I reckon.